Happy 2026. It is time for me to do the December 2025 market report, but I wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. This is Liz Holterhouse, OBX for Sale Real Estate Group, powered by Keller Williams, back today to go over the market trends for December 2025. What I have to say about December, it was a great month for us. The third quarter was very busy, but the fourth quarter was pretty off the charts for the time of the year that it is. You usually expect some normal slowdown between Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, but it just wasn't the case this year. Going into December, we're going to start in Dare County like we always do. And Dare County is still a seller's market, kind of edging towards that balanced market, but I think it has edged back a little bit into a seller's market as we see more inventory going under contract. But we have 4.13 months of inventory on the market in Dare County. That number is down 13.24% over November. Our list to sold price in Dare County was 96.3%. That was down a little over 0.5%. And the median days on market was 51, and that is up slightly, a little over 13%. In Dare County in December, we saw 67 new properties come to the market. That number was down 50%, almost 51% month over month, but we would expect that. There might be people out there in December that are looking to put their house on the market or have already decided to do so, but typically we see them wait until after Christmas or right after the first of the year. The median list price in Dare County was $599,999. That number is down 7.7% month over month. We have a total of 413 active listings. That number is down 13.6% month over month. And the median days on market for those properties is 89 days, and that was an increase of almost 19% month over month. We have 52 new pending listings. That is down 35% month over month, and that's because November was just a big month and December is typically a little bit slower, but like I said, there was a lot of activity. Median days in RPR was up slightly, almost 12%. And we have a total of 233 pending listings in Dare County. That's down 10% month over month. The median days in RPR was 42, and that was down almost 9% month over month. We saw 95 properties sell in the month of December, and that was up 25% month over month. Their list to sold price held pretty steady at 96.35%, and their median day on market was 51, and that was an increase of about 13%. So to recap it, we've got a little over 4 months of supply on the market in December. That was down a negative 13.2%, and it's a negative 13.8% change in the last 12 rolling months. So that is Dare County. As you know, I separate Dare and Currituck County, so we're going to talk about Currituck County next, and then we'll because we've been digging into the micro trend of just the Corolla market as well. We'll recap Corolla after Currituck County. So Currituck County includes all of Corolla and all of the four-wheel drive area where the wild horses are, and then the mainland between the Kitty Hawk Bridge, Wright Memorial Bridge, and all the way to the state line of Virginia. Currituck has trended towards a balanced market, but that trend has been more rapid in the last couple months, and a lot of that is the Corolla market, not the mainland market. But we have a little over 4.5 months worth of inventory on the market in December, and that number is down a little over 6%. Our list to sold price in Currituck County is 97.8, And our median days on market were 46, and that was up 15% month over month. In December, we saw 64 new listings come to the market. That was down 40% month over month. And again, that number is so big because November was such a big month. The median list price in Currituck County is $483,955. We have a total of 358 listings in Currituck County with a median day on market of 101. Total listings are down a little over 9%, and our median days on market are slightly up at almost 7.5%. Out of our new listings, we saw new pending listings. We saw 58 properties go pending in the month of December. That is down 28.5%. Median days in RPR were 48, and the median list price in Currituck County is $521,067, and that number is up a little over 6.5%. We have a total of 202 pending listings in Currituck County. That is down 1.5% month over month, and our median days in RPR is up 317% month over month to 192 days. Our sold listings for the month of December were 60. That was down 11.8%. And our sold to list price was 97.77, and that was down slightly over 1.5%. And our median days for those sold properties was just 46, but that was up 15%. So to recap all of Currituck County, we have about 4.5 months worth of inventory on the market. That is down month over month, 6.2%, and that is down 3% in the last 12 rolling months. So let's take a look at Corolla in Currituck County. Wow. And Corolla has definitely moved from a seller's market. They have gone past the balanced market, and now we are into a buyer's market in Corolla. Corolla has almost 7 months worth of inventory on the market. Although that's a high number, it's a healthy market, just slightly into a buyer's market. That month's worth of inventory is down 15%. I expect as we go into our spring months, that number will go up. Typically, pre-COVID, we would see inventory in the spring increase like 30% on the Outer Banks. If you're thinking about selling your property, making that decision and putting it on the market sooner rather than later is going to give you less competition. The sold to list price is 96.1%. That's down 2.5% month over month. And our median days in RPR is 46, and that's up 100% month over month. And that number, we'll see that come back down, or kind of the 100% is a lot. It could be because everything that sold last month sold very quickly and had very few days on market, and maybe a couple of properties that had very, very high days on the market were averaged into the median number that causes that number to be, that percentage to be so high this month. I don't expect that to be that way every month. Let's see here. Corolla saw 18 new properties come to the market. That was down 53.8% month over month. Again, I think that's seasonality and holiday delays. We have 137 active listings on the market in December. That was down 14.5%. The median days on market was up 18.5% to 109 days. We saw 15 new listings. Pending is listings gone under contract in the month of December. That number is down almost 17%. Median days on market was 96, and that number is up almost 85%. We have a total of 63 pending listings in Corolla. That is down 6% month over month. And the median days on market is 192, and that is up 433% month over month. Those are big numbers. There must be some some pretty aged listings out there. Sold listings, we saw 25 properties close in Corolla in the month of December. That was up 25%. The median sold price was $1,148,550, and that was up 21.2% month over month. We saw some very big ticket items close in the month of December in Corolla. The list to sold price ratio was 96.12%. That's down slightly, 2.5%. And our median days on market was just 46. We have almost 7 months worth of inventory on the market. Pricing strategies pricing strategies are important more than ever in the Corolla market to be competitive as a seller. Our inventory is down 15.1% month over month and just 6.7% in the last 12 rolling months. So that is Corolla, and now we are going to jump over into Northeastern North Carolina, and we are going to do Camden County first. Camden County is adjacent to Currituck County as you drive from the state line to kind of the Barco area, and then it's west of there towards Elizabeth City and Pasquotank County. Camden it has some great roads and great access to the Virginia area. So northern Camden County, Shiloh, southern Camden County are all seeing a lot of growth. Northern because of the proximity to the Hampton Roads area. Southern, there's a lot of people that are wanting to escape Moyock, which is a bit sad. Moyock has just become very dense and populated, and it really looks like Virginia Beach up there in some areas. And I've had some locals recently sell in the Moyock area and move to the Camden area. So let's jump into Camden. In December, Camden had 2.74% or 2.74 months of inventory on the market, and that was down almost 8%. They're still in a strong seller's market. The sold to list price there is 100.2. That's up 0.91% or almost 1%. Median days on market was down 20% to just 47 days. Camden has a lot of new construction, so as that new construction kind of ebbs and flows, you'll see it go down to very little inventory there, then it'll kind of jump up, and then it'll go back down to nothing. So Camden does see a lot of newer homes and a lot of newer resales than some of our other areas do. New listings, we saw just 13 listings come on the market in December. That was down 18.8% over the month of November. The median list price is $343,765. We have a total of 63 active listings on the market in Camden. That's down 6% month over month. And their median days on market is up almost 30% to 84 days. We have 17 new pending listings in Camden for the month of December. That's down little over 5.5%, and their median days on market was up just 6% to 53 days. We have a total of 84 pending listings on the market in Camden in December. That was up 3.7%. And we saw 13 properties close in the month of December. That number was down 13.3%. The sold to list price was 100.17, and that was up almost 1% month over month. And the median days on market was 47, and that was down a little over 20% month over month. So to wrap up Camden, we've only got about 2.74% or 2.74 months of inventory on the market. And as we go into the spring market and we see the transfer season of the military kind of kick into high gear, I expect the Camden market will get even more competitive. The same with the northern Currituck market that is in and around the Moyock area will get really competitive. We will now jump into Pasquotank County. County kind of encompasses and borders Camden going up into the South Mills area. It goes up towards Gates County. It goes up towards 17 that leads into Hampton Roads and the future 87 interstate. And then it goes over towards Hertford and stuff. So it encompasses not just Elizabeth City, but the outer areas in all directions. Pasquotank County has been in a seller's market and still is solidly in a seller's market. There's only 2.34% of inventory on the market in December. That was down a little over 7%. The list to sold price in Pasquotank is 97.6%, and the median days on market in December was 43, and that was down a little over 2%. In Pasquotank County in December, we saw just 22 listings come on the market. That was down 63.3%. And that's pretty typical. Again, it's the holiday slowdown, and it's Pasquotank County is comprised of mostly year-round residents. So, who wants to list and have their house on the market right at the Christmas holidays? So I expect that number to be probably higher in the coming months. We have a total of 163 active listings on the market. That is down almost 10%. Median days on the market was 93, and that was up almost 30%, 27.4% for the month of December. And the median list price was $350,000 in Pasquotank County. We have 37 new pending listings in the month of December, so a decent amount of buyers out there snatching up properties. That was down 35%. Their median days on market was up almost 40% to 50 days. We have a total of 136 pending listings in Pasquotank County in December. That was actually down 7.5%. And we saw 42 properties close in the month of December. That was down 33.3%. The list to sold price was 97.57%, down slightly less than 1%. And our median days on market for those sold properties was just 43, and that was down 2.3%. So to recap, Pasquotank County, home of several colleges, home of the Centera Health Group and the new Centera Hospital and Imaging Center and Oncology Center, and also home to the Coast Guard. We have just 2.34 months of inventory on the market, and we're right here at transfer season. So it's going to be a competitive season if it's a robust transfer season this spring in Pasquotank County. We're down in inventory 7.1% month over month, and in the last 12 rolling months, we are down 10.3%. So if you're looking to sell in Currituck, Dare, Camden, or Pasquotank County this coming spring, think of us, reach out to us, and give us a chance to earn your business. This is Liz Holterhouse at OBX for Sale Real Estate Group, powered by Keller Williams, wrapping up our December market report. And I hope everyone out there has a fantastic 2026. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share this if you think someone will benefit from this market update. Thanks so much.